This was a necessary quest, though. We now have the fire tablet, something that lets us go in to see the Queen. And though Isun says he wonders where she's going, I know where she's going. According to legend, she's going to the moon. In the original legend, she was originally proposed to by a number of princes from across the land, and she had them go about on impossible tasks, one of which was to get I believe it was the fire rat's cloak, which I think also granted immunity to fire. Now, that was mentioned there, but she also had a cloak of her own, a cloak made of feathers. And it was much later on in her life, long after these princes stopped courting her, that a king decided to. Now, instead of giving the king an impossible task, Kaguya merely told the king no, that they were from two different lands and that it couldn't be. Of course, the king wanted nothing to do with this. And daytime comes. Of course, the king wanted nothing to do with this. So what the king did... Or, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. It was much later on that eventually the people from the moon came back down to take Kaguya back, telling her who she actually was. In the process, they gave her a drink of the elixir of life, granting her immortality. And in her final her final act before she left to go with them was to give the king both the elixir of life and her feather cloak. Of course, the king took this feather cloak, as well as the elixir of life, and destroyed them both, saying that if he couldn't live for eternity with her, he didn't want to live forever. The story goes on, actually, and involves Mount Fuji to an extent. But I won't worry about getting into that. For the time being, I'd say Kaguya has given us the gift of both the Fire Rat's cloak and her final feather cloak before she left, in the form of the Fire Tablet, granting us immunity to fire. We can now go in to see the Queen, Queen Himiko, and see just what it is that's troubling this land. So I'll see everyone back in Seian City. Back in the aristocrats' quarters of Seian City, we approach the Queen's building. Now, we didn't actually have to run the entire way back to Sasa Sanctuary. Thanks to the mist warp technique that we got from the king here, we could pretty much just warp there from one of the mirrors that we saved the game at. Now, that's something that I wanted to show off, but I wasn't quite given the opportunity. Even the mirrors were a little far for me to run to and from on screen. So maybe another time. And of course, now that we have this, we're told how to use it because we probably should before we just jump into lava. Now let's see here, I like that one, the golden cat, and that one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the golden ink pot on, and I like the peace bell. Golden lucky cat I'll have to worry about, though. And now that we have that equipped, we actually have a little barrier of red around us. Shake off the lava. Now let's go say hello to Queen Himiko. She actually called us by name. And she knows about Isun. She actually is crying. Does she care so much for her people? If she cares about them so much, then what's she been doing in here all this time? Shut up, Isun. Shut up, Isun. Shut up, Isun. We've actually heard that there's a much greater evil about. If this Oni Island, if it's the evil, is it what's been causing all of the problems so far? Blight, the water dragon, is whatever this Oni Island is behind everything? The spearhead. We've already fought Blight. And Blight was made from that mist that escaped from Orochi. And if he was simply working underneath this thing, then how powerful is this? How powerful is the leader of the enemy troops now? Here soon. Serves you right.